Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Long time no chat. Sorry there have been no weekly vlogs. I was going to vlog our moving process recently, but it was so stressful that it kind of just wasn't going to happen. If I have any clips that I want to use, because I did vlog here and there, I'll put them in here. If not, you've got this video. So welcome back. If you've never seen my face before, my name's Ellie. I usually do weekly vlogs, lifestyle stuff, and this video is going to be about renting in Queensland. So obviously a lot of people are now moving to Queensland from other states purely because of COVID, and now there is a rental shortage, and it's extremely difficult for Queenslanders and out-of-state people to get rentals. So I thought I would make a video just on my personal experience and renting with, I rent with my partner Declan and our dog Peanut, who is having a sleep down here, and obviously it's a little bit harder to rent with a dog as well. So yeah, I'm gonna go through a few things that really helped us. Again, this is just my experience. I've only rented twice, so I'm definitely no expert, so take this with a grain of salt. But if you do like this video, please subscribe, leave a like, and leave any comments or questions below. And yeah, let's get on with the video. So I've got my tips on my phone. So the first one that I have here is ask around people that you know, people that you know, people that they know. That is actually how we got this place. It was through someone that we knew. So lucky. If you don't know, we're on the Sunshine Coast now from Redcliffe. We moved up here because Declan works up here, and it is such a lovely area. I love living up here. And we're a little bit more kind of on acreage now. We don't live in suburbia or anything, which I love. But yeah, anyway, ask people that you know. This will allow you to, one, get in before anyone else. This is also really important for the owners as well. I found if the owner knows who is renting it, they know that they're probably going to look after the place. And usually they are happy to negotiate on rent because they just want someone in there that is going to look after the place, keep it clean, and they don't have to go through any real estate fees, advertising fees, or anything like that. My tip number 2, so you've asked around and no one that you know or no one that they know has a rental available. So what you probably want to do now is go through, write down all of your information. All the forms can be found on the RTA website, which I'll go through in a little bit more detail in a sec. But all the forms that you need for a rental will be on the RTA website. Go have a look at them, fill out some details, and go hand it to real estates in the area that you're looking at renting in. So you can tell them what kind of job you have, how much money you're able to put forward when you first get the rental, who you're going to be renting with, if you have a pet, if you don't, all that kind of information. Basically just give them everything, a snapshot of you and whoever else is going to be renting with you. And then, so then if something does come up and you check all the boxes, that way they can give you a call, hopefully, instead of advertising. And even if they do advertise, they still give you a call first and let you come through, and then they've already got all your information, so it is going to be easier for them to give you the rental. And then following on from that, not seeing a rental. Now I know this can be scary and a lot of people may disagree with this, but that is actually what we had to do in Redcliffe. We basically had to tick the box that says we are okay with renting out this place without seeing it first. So it worked out totally fine in our experience, but it may not with your experience. Again, this is just our experience. Take a shot every time I say experience. So yeah, anyway, have a chat to real estates and let them know your situation, and hopefully you'll be in line before other people. So my next tip is be educated through the RTA. So what the RTA is that's the Renters something association. That's what it is in Queensland. I'm not sure what it is for other states, but basically just give them a call and let them know your situation, if you're having any issues in the way of with your real estate or with the owner. They will be able to put you on the right path. Like I said earlier, go onto their website. They have all the forms that you would possibly need, whether it be for your bond, for ending a tenancy, for starting a tenancy. Have a jump on there, read through a lot of the information. You don't want to ever be taken advantage of as a renter, because that is happening a lot because people are so desperate, which I can totally understand. But yeah, so just be educated, give them a call if you have any issues. Everyone that I spoke to at the end of our lease was super lovely. And yeah, following on from that, when you do end a tenancy, you can actually give the RTA or whoever it is in your area, or whoever it is in your state, sorry. I'm guessing this is what it's like for other states, this is what it's like for Queensland. And you can grab your bond number, and then you can actually lodge to get your bond back through the RTA instead of waiting for your real estate. And then that'll send a notification to the real estate that says yes or no to give me your bond back. If they do say no, it goes to a tribunal to basically be like, why can't they get their bond back? Blah, blah, blah. It's so much easier, but because then you're not relying on the real estate to get your bond back. My tip number 4 is, you've gotten a rental, everything's going really well, and you're going, usually what the real estate will do, in my experience, is they'll give you a piece of paper that has all the imperfections written down in each area of the house. So it might say kitchen, mark on the wall, and they'll tick yes, no, and then there'll be a section for you to tick. So if you see that there's a mark on the wall in the kitchen, you tick that box. So that way, when you do end the tenancy, they can't dispute your bond because the mark was already there. So following on from that, take photos of every mark, every scratch. Doesn't matter how minimal it is, because your future self will thank you if the real estate or owner wants to come for you afterwards and try to make your life difficult when you're trying to get that bond back. Now, my last tip, tip number 5, kind of follows on from bonds and stuff. So you've ended your tenancy, you've got to get a bond cleaner in. Number 1, go to your real estate, ask if there is a bond cleaner that they usually use. If there's not, then do your research, go through bond cleaners, look at their reviews, and if there is, grab that bond cleaner and see if they are paid hourly. If they are paid hourly, then that's fantastic. Go through the house, scrub the absolute shit out of it. I don't care if it's a shelf in a cupboard or if it's the oven. Just get it all done. That way they do not have to be there for any longer than they have to. Just because that's what we did, and it was fantastic. I went through and I cleaned everything. We even went in the day before, 2 days before the bond cleaner was there. Did a final check on everything, did a final vacuum. She ended up being there for only 3 hours, so it was only $90. So please do your research when it comes to a bond cleaner. Don't end up with a crap one that's going to cost you so much money, and maybe even then you, the tenant, have to go back in there to fix something afterwards. Just do a lot of research and try and get one that is paid by the hour. And then I have a bit of a bonus tip for people that are renting with dogs. Now, if you are looking at getting a rental, say you're looking at moving out of home, and you are also looking at getting a dog or something, my number 1 tip would probably be just wait. It is so much harder to get a rental with a dog. If you go into a rental and then start thinking about, okay, well, maybe we want a dog, it's so much easier to then go to the real estate and be like, hey, this is the breed that we're thinking about getting. Obviously, if you're in a townhouse, a unit, or just like a suburbia kind of house, smaller dogs are going to be more favored to real estate. So just have a chat with them. Just be like, this is what we're thinking about doing. Is that going to be okay? And usually they'll then go to the owner and ask them. And like I said, smaller breeds are usually more favored, unless you've got, I don't know, heaps of acreage where the dog can't really be heard if it's barking, and it can run around and blah, blah, blah. But yeah, hold off on getting the dog until you've got the rental. A lot of rentals will say pets on application, which is fine. But if they're favoring people that don't have pets over people that do, then just hold off to get that pet. Hopefully you can discuss something with the real estate and owner after already moving in. And if they say yes, then that's fantastic. If they say no, well then maybe you'll just have to wait until you go into another rental. But if you definitely know that you're going to get a dog, or a cat or whatever, I would probably steer away from places that say no pets, because at the end of the day, especially if it's a unit or a townhouse or like a complex, no means no. If they've stated it on the listing, it probably means like no, can't have that, sorry, especially if it's in a complex. We were really lucky we could have dogs, so yeah. And that is kind of all my tips for renting in Queensland. Again, this is just mine and my partner's experience with renting with us two and a dog. Take it with a grain of salt. You know, your experience might be totally different to ours. You might be sat there thinking like, this is all like, didn't help me, but this is literally just what's helped us so much while renting. If you liked this video, please leave a comment down below, hit the like button and the subscribe button, and if you want me to do more of these videos, let me know. I've actually got so many more tips, so much more I could talk about with moving and getting moving trucks and how to move in the like best cost-effective manner, in my opinion. So yeah, I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.